would you do a maintenance turn, and why would you do a maintenance turn? Alright, that's a good one. Let's see. Alright, so why I would do a maintenance turn. We had a vids math gripe, a maintenance issue. Let's call it the left engine fails to pass muster on vibrations, right? We get vibrations out of spec between 77 and 80. So we're going to do an engine start. We're going to test that. We also got a secondary gripe that said centerline fuel transfer fails on deck in flight. So we're going to test on deck. I'd start my jet only after I've done the following things. I've gone to maintenance, I've gotten my vids math, I've checked the maintenance gripes, made sure they've done things like check the center line, check the pylon, done the average things to get out of the way before I just waste my time turning just to find out it was the tank all along, right? I would go to maintenance, talk to maintenance, I would assemble a crew, I would check with other shops, make sure nobody wanted to participate in the turn for any reason. Check the fuel load out. I'd set the jet up in the right spot if it was in the wrong spot. And there was, you know, things to do. It wasn't just
Engine fire left.
wasn't just go jump in the jet. We'd have to get
Engine
screens
fire right.
and tie it down to
Engine
the degree
fire
we
right.
needed. This would be an 80% turn.
APU fire.
So it would require like a
APU
full
fire.
tie down. I don't remember, it was
Lead air
14 or
left.
12 chains.
Lead air left. Lead
And we'd
air
have
right.
intake screens we'd
Lead
pin
air
on
right.
the intakes. They were similar to that, but they were big screens. I got pictures. Try to throw them up if I can. Yeah. The seat would definitely be pinned, right? Definitely pin the seat. It'd be safe. There'd be pins hanging on the canopy jettison. I wouldn't just be up in this bad boy dicking around, right? Like it wouldn't be happening like that. So, alright. Waited our 10
Engine
seconds.
fire left. Engine fire left.
Let's test
Engine
our
fire
fire warning
right.
lights. This is a dual engine
Engine
turn.
fire right.
So we're going to test them.
APU fire. APU
Make sure our
fire.
bottle ready lights
Bleed
come
air
on in case
left.
there's a fire.
Bleed air left. Bleed air right. Bleed air right.
Alright, done deal. Now, I'm going to go ahead and fire up this APU. We give them the signal 3. Because we have to have a plane cabin for this. Right? So we got one. We give them 3. Shake it. It's starting. We'd have checked inspections. We'd have checked fuel. I'd have done a lot of stuff that you don't want to see. All right, here we go. 18's my number. I like it. What we're doing right here is if we engage the throttles too late, the APU is the auxiliary power unit, and it's powering an air turbine starter. And if we were to kick this thing in with the pressure from the APU too high, we could potentially wear out the air turbine starter, or break it if we were above 30. Into the 40s for sure, we'd break it. So
Flight control. Flight control.
we want to engage our throttles at 18 because that's a good windmill point, and the system's designed to operate that way. At 45, our air turbine starter is going to kick in, and our igniters are going to kick in to create the effect of actually lighting the engine. That's going to happen right about now, and you can hear the difference. There you go. Igniters are going to kick in right now, and there you have the light. And there it is. So we're going to bring up our pages, our DDIs, everything now. I didn't really ever use the AMPCD very much unless I needed the third, so let's go ahead and close the canopy for the sake of sound. And we got to do our bleeds. We gotta do our flight controls and clear them out. And we'll get this out of the way. Pull up the engine down here. Not gonna worry about that. Not gonna worry about any of this right here. Go ahead and lock the canopy though. Not gonna worry about much of anything really, because we're here to do a specific thing. And the specific thing is to test the fuel transfer on the center line. And we forgot to put one on, so let's check one on real quick. Rearm this bad boy with a fuel tank. Don't need anything else. Nothing fancy. While that's happening, let's go ahead and check our engine vibration on the left engine. So the gripe was above 77. 77 to 88 they said. And we can test up to 80. So we're going to start at 75. We're going to watch that vibration. We're going to hit 80. Back it down. Hit 80. Back it down. Bump it up. Back it down. Bump it up. Back it down. The vibration's looking good. I'm just going to sit here and do this for a minute. I might do this for a while actually. Sometimes. Sit here. Park it.
Flight control.
Rearming complete.
Sometimes just like that. And then just park. You just sit here for a while. Nope. No big deal on that. Alright, so we've got our fuel tank on. Rearming complete. Refueling complete. So now we want to check the center line. How we're going to do that is we want to throw it in override because it will not pressurize on the deck with the wheels down. I've got to still bleed air for that, so we're going to do that. We're going to run the motors up as well, and we're going to tell them running up 75, and we want to watch to make sure this bleeds down. Now, there'd be a whole other page I could see all kinds of valve transferring and things, but for right now we got this tiny little page. I'm looking to make sure that that tank is transferring. And it is in fact transferring. So there, we failed to reproduce. That would be my response to these gripes. Failed to reproduce on deck. There you have it. That's Simina maintenance turn. And the why would you and how would you. Starts in the maintenance shot with the vids math. Checking the history of the gripes. Assembling a crew. Getting the aircraft secured and checking the fuel load, doing inspections and getting screens and chains and setting it up for the turn and having a plane captain and then getting out here and making it happen. Alright everybody, peace.